Hey guys, up here, gonna react to Hercule Satan versus Dan Hibiki Dragon Ball Z, versus Street Fighter. God, I haven't played that game in so long. Death Battle. These are actually kind of interesting. This one I've never seen before. So, yeah, let's just get into it. 3, 2, and 1. I gotta get a cool intro. Once I get rid of screencast.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready.
I just gotta find one that my computer can handle. I can barely handle World of Warcraft, so yeah, limited.
Some fighters are dumb enough to ignore the legendary Bruce Lee's words, like Hercule Satan, the world martial arts champion.
And Dan Hibiki, the Psycho Street Fighter.
I put my bids on him because Hercule
and it's our job to analyze their weapon.
Wait, what? Oh, God! Oh, my back just snapped like a pack of uncooked spaghetti! Oh, you just walk up and break my back without saying a word! Oh, boo! Boo on you, sir!
His armor and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh yeah, all the fights.
The future of mankind threatened by a
that
monster
world, they were always
Cell.
superpowers.
All
so
would be lost
Hercule
unless
had
a hero
a huge
could best him in the
disadvantage.
ring of champions.
The hope of the world lay on the shoulders and afro of one man, Hercule Satan.
The biggest coward ever, or loser ever.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Officially, Mr. Satan is the world martial arts champion and chosen savior of humanity. Or so he would have you believe.
Hey, if I could lie that well, I'd make everybody think I'm king of the world too. Or even God.
But before he was the hero of the people, Mr. Satan went by Mark. Eager to learn, Mark sought to master the art of combat.
Young Mark honed his skills in the dojo Satan Castle, which sounds awesome, but sadly no, he was not actually trained by the devil. I looked it up.
Turns out he was naturally gifted in martial arts, mostly due to his strangely good luck.
Yeah, like when he won his first world championship after his rival got food poisoning. That's not suspicious at all!
Victory in hand, Mark took the stage name Mr. Satan in honor of his dojo and to sound better for the cameras. His victories and explosive personality quickly rocketed him to a life of wealth, fame, and luxury.
Which almost came to an end when he and his master got drunk and made fun of some random guy's ponytail. Turns out this random guy just so happened to be a superpowered immortal mercenary who then murdered his master. Remember, kids, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never be used against a tree-surfing murderer.
Yeah, I remember that.
From
Dragon
that
Ball.
day forward, Mr. Satan swore he would never fight anyone whose identity was a secret or who seemed out of his league.
Seemed to forget about that when Cell showed up. Anyway, somewhere along the line, Mr. Satan married a lady named Miguel, and after a round or two in the ovarian ring, had a daughter. Oh, then his wife died.
Wow.
Well,
come on,
shit.
Music, show some tact. Despite his grief, Mr. Satan never let his loss interrupt his lifestyle.
He filled the hole in his life the only way he knew how, with more martial arts. He mastered techniques like his dynamite kick and megaton punch, which sounds like they would make you explode or something.
I've never
epic
actually
like
seen
that.
him
But they're actually just regular kicks and punches.
fight. Like,
Really
against
only named
actual
them so he
opponent
can scream
who
awesome
possess
words while fighting.
powers that can
Hey,
whip
this
him
is
in
anime
half.
after all.
I feel more than a little underwhelmed by this.
You should
guy
really
right
make the
now.
rules in the
Well,
tournament
Mr.
a little
Satan's
bit better.
techniques
than
were
that.
enough for him
Like,
to
no
legitimately win the
superpowers.
24th World Martial
Just
Arts
saying.
Tournament, becoming the champion of the world and chosen savior to battle Cell. But we already know how that went.
I could watch that over and over. In fact, get away from me, bitch.
Mr. Satan actively avoids fighting those who clearly outclass him, mostly to save his own reputation.
The first time he saw people flying and shooting beams from their hands, he thought it was a bunch of cheap tricks and pyrotechnics. Even after seeing the most epic Kamehameha beam struggle of all time, he still denied everything.
Oh my god.
It's all a trick, I swear! Someday I'll bring it all to light! I will!
I can't believe that you're still saying that!
But just in case he finds himself in over his head, Mr. Satan is packing an assortment of capsules containing jetpacks, disguised explosives, and even missile launchers. Man, if those existed in real life, Would be a TSA nightmare.
If there's anything he's good at, it's public performance. He often weasels his way out of dangerous scenarios with lame excuses like faking stomach aches, and somehow the entire world buys his crap every single time.
I did it! For years, I've been trying to perfect a variation of the Megaton Punch that uses latent energy to cause a delayed reaction to catch my opponent off guard.
Yeah.
When in doubt,
People of
work the
that
crowd.
world are
I love
completely
all of you.
retarded.
Who are you talking to?
Every single one of you. Like and subscribe.
That's
Mr.
why I put my
Satan
bid
is a
on the
master
other
of
person.
deception, an excellent actor, and a complete fraud. Still, he is strong enough to rip 3 phone books in half and pull 4 buses by himself. And once he actually
Dang.
moved faster than the untrained eye can see, but forgot bullets move fast too.
Well, if I have to say something nice about the guy, at least he's not Yamcha.
Mr. Satan has won the World Martial Arts Tournament upwards of 26 times, although only one of them was legitimate.
Yeah, the other times he rigged it by having Mr. Boo kick everyone's ass and then lose to him on purpose.
Still, it's pretty impressive he managed to befriend one of the most dangerous and untamed monsters in the Dragon Ball universe.
Oh, and one time he convinced the whole world's population to stick their hands up in the air and then wave them around like they just don't care. But whatever.
Boomstick that saved the world.
Eh,
Mr. Satan is motivated by 3 things: money, fame, and his daughter, who he seems to prize above all else.
he may be a bit of a con artist, but no matter what he's up against, Mr. Satan still finds a way to rise above his fears through his own
You ever
bravery.
see the dog? You
Wait, did I just say bravery? I meant thick-headedness
I guess we
and
did,
straight-up
maybe.
stupidity.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Dumbass.
Oh, the pain. Oh.
Conceptualized in retaliation of SNK's blatant ripoff of Capcom's characters, Dan Hibiki was always meant to be a complete joke.
Dan had no natural talent in fighting people, but his father, Go Hibiki, was a martial arts master with his own
I
dojo.
never read comic
One
books.
day, Go's dojo was visited by Sagat, an enforcer
Also,
of the crime
another film?
syndicate Shadaloo. As an advocate of justice, Go refused to be intimidated by the crime lord and stood up to him the only way he knew how.
By kicking his freaking eye out, Sagat brutally beat him to death in front of his own son.
God
That
damn.
didn't teach you to mess with a 7'4" Muay Thai monster.
It didn't. Enraged and distraught, Dan swore he would avenge his father's death. To do so, he sought out a legendary dojo hidden in the wilderness of Japan.
Wow, that's...
This thing is
Oh, wait, no,
more
that's
than
real life.
child
Never
support
mind.
to my ex.
Seems like the more time we spend here, the more questions arise.
And they made a movie
Yeah.
out of it.
Like, who the hell's Dad?
Against all odds, Dan found it. He was trained by its master, Goken, the same mentor who taught Ryu and Ken such legendary techniques as the Hadoken and the Shoryuken. Dan began the difficult journey of mastering the use of ki as a weapon of justice.
Until Goku expelled him because he just sucked.
Well, technically it was because Goken didn't want his training only used for revenge, but let's face it, he knew he was wasting his time.
However, Dan's determination for vengeance continued. He took the little he had learned from Goken and ironically combined it with some Muay Thai.
This became his very own martial art, the Saikyo Ryu fighting style.
I put my bid on
Unfortunately,
him.
while that sounds awesome, it didn't really work out.
Dan's fighting style is, well, it sucks. It's awful. There's absolutely nothing redeemable about it. I mean, he can use special moves like the Shoryuken and the Den Kugyaku.
Which are like the dollar store
I still put
versions
my
of
bid on it
awesome
because
stuff,
Hercule
like the
just doesn't have
Shoryuken
abilities
and
at all.
Well, whatever it's called.
Also, Dan Kugyaku, did he seriously name one of his moves after himself?
Yeah, he's pretty full of himself, which is why the Saikyo style's strongest technique is excessive taunting. He can taunt while jumping, somehow increasing his airtime, and by focusing all his energy at once, Dan can perform a taunt so fearsome it will shock and amaze all who witness it just by being the most worthless thing they've ever seen. This is the legendary taunt.
Here I come! Hola! What's the problem? Don't underestimate me. I'm awesome!
What the fuck?
Piece of cake!
Now, Dan can manifest his ki into a fireball projectile called the Godoken. In a way, the Godoken is symbolic of Dan himself.
Yeah, it's tiny, pathetic, and doesn't last very long.
Despite
Never seen that anime.
Dan eventually tracked down his father's killer and offered to make his left eye match his right. In turn, Sagat politely offered to
Or
reunite
cartoon.
father
Would that
and
be
son.
cartoon or anime?
The long-awaited
I know
clash of
Japan,
fists
or
began.
yeah, they
a
get
clash
super
in which
pissed if
Dan
you call
was
their
bent on
enemy
retribution.
cartoons.
What? Oh, shoot, he won?
Dan finally achieved the recompense he had sought for so long and trained his entire life for, because Sagat threw the fight in pity. Completely unaware of his luck and now confident he was one of the strongest in the world, Dan founded his own dojo to unfortunately teach other people his worthless martial arts.
Thanks, Sagat. Not only have you killed this man's father, but you're ruining other kids' lives now, too.
You'll be happy to know that not many students actually enrolled in his class, because he kept forgetting to pay his phone bill and did not include his dojo's address in his commercials.
Wow.
Classic Dan. By the way, what's up with the pink gi?
Well, it was originally white, but then he accidentally washed it with colors.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, making fun of Dan is fun and all, but let's be honest, he's not a complete pushover. He can take down multiple thugs at once, and even endured a beating from Ryu and Ken simultaneously. No matter how many times he falls, Dan will always get right back up.
And remember how Goken rejected him because of his thirst for vengeance? That's because Dan can actually tap into the Satsui no Hado, the evil, deadly energy that transformed Goken's brother Akuma into an island-smashing murderer.
We're not joking here. Once Dan did access his Satsui no Hado to use the dreaded Raging Demon, a move which obliterates the victim's soul.
Damn! If Dan can do it, I can do it! Alright, watch out, Wes, here it comes! Ah! Ah! Shit!
But more often than not, Dan's a klutz whose overconfident taunting gets him into trouble. He is his own worst enemy.
But even after crying like a baby from stubbing his toe, Dan doesn't let any of it keep him down
stubbing
for
your
long.
toe hurts like that.
After all, who else will carry on the heroic legacy of Go Hibiki?
Hadouken!
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and
wonder
for
if that-
all.
But first, your face is in
Visuals
danger,
gonna
and
look
only
like-
I can save it.
I
If you're
assume
like
it's
me, loves to
Pixel.
radiate pure manliness, then you know it comes at a price. The price of facial hair stronger than cold steel. It takes a
Are we
razor
gonna get
made
to the
of
fight
mithril,
or
forged
not?
in dragon fire and quenched in the blood of a unicorn just to get a close shave. But since those don't come cheap, I'm often left using them until they're worn out and
Can we please
disgusting.
get to the fight?
Or I just give up and live in scruffy desolation. That is, until I discover DollarShaveClub.com. For just a few bucks a month, they send me a sleeve of quality blades right to my door. Now I'm able to mansculpt.
I just
my
use a
face
simple
at my
shaver,
leisure
but
using
I
a new
don't
blade
feel like
every
shaving.
week.
Plus, I
Don't
can't really
settle
grow
for
a thick
using an
beard.
overpriced inferior blade for far too long. Join me and millions of others by heading to DollarShaveClub.com
No one cares,
/screwattack
no one
and sign up right
cares.
now and choose the razor that's perfect for you. If you won't do it for me,
This was a long time ago, so
unicorns. But
nowadays
right
they got
now,
way
it's time
better
for our
shavers.
death battle!
Thank you. Finally to the battle.
For our next round, our beloved Satan
Yeah, Pixel. I knew it was gonna be this.
Hercule Satan!
Maybe Dan. Maybe.
Infamous creator
I still got
of
bits on
Psycho
Dan.
Arts, Dan Hibiki!
Woohoo! Here I come! Ow!
Okay, my faith in him has diminished to 40%.
Nice moves, Hibachi. How
Well,
about
ready to
you
decide
wait
on it.
yourself out?
You wish, chump. I hope you're ready for a beating.
Ha! A weakling like you stands no chance.
It looks like Mr. Satan wants to end this quickly. Which of his patented finishing moves will he use?
Dynamite King.
What's this? He's the champion's most devastating attack.
Ha! I psyched him out. He'll be too terrified to throw a single punch.
Douche.
Behold the glory of Psycho! And now, behold my ultimate attack!
And it's gonna fail.
What do I do?
It's gonna fail.
I couldn't time all the arena. Say, I slipped due to my sheer muscle mass. Yeah.
It's gonna fail.
How long is this gonna take? Yeah! I've done it! After years of training and grueling exercise, this pathetic pony's cheap tricks won't work on me! Ha!
Astounding! Who knew the secret to countering such an attack was to act like a coward?
Yeah! We would.
What's this? Is it just me, or has Mr. Satan illegally smuggled weapons into the arena?
My backup plans! I can't go out like this! What? I've never seen these before! Obviously, my challenger snuck them into my row to get me disqualified!
You douchebag.
Face me like a man!
Oh, sweet, a jetpack!
What?
Yeah. Time for the next evolution of my martial art. Ultimate Rocket Booster Psycho!
He's gonna go flying just out of there, isn't he?
Well, that's disappointing.
Only one more capsule left, but I don't remember what's in it. You gotta think of something fast. This guy's good. I can't track his movements.
This is pretty fucking hilarious.
What the heck? I mean, what a spectacle! What could the champ be planning?
Oh yeah, I got this.
Ah, crap.
I can't believe it, folks! The match is still on, and Mr. Satan's limitless tenacity has worn down the challenger.
But you still cheated. You should be disqualified.
I tired him out. Me, Mr. Satan. That was my plan all along.
What am I doing? I can't lose to this Joker. I have to win.
Yeah. Demon power. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Watch closely. You're about to witness the real deal.
Damn.
It looks like this is the end.
Yeah!
Yeah, but what happened to the capsule?
This is over!
Oh, man.
Whoa! I've never seen anything like that. He punched him so hard he turned into a jukebox. It can only be the champ's new technique, the karaoke box.
Oh my god, I can't believe that happened.
God. What the fuck?
Hercule! Satan!
You piece of shit.
Now he can disappoint his father in the afterlife.
Oh,
Hercule,
shit.
Satan, and Dan Hibiki may be pretty pathetic in context, but keep in mind, before the Cell Saga, Mr. Satan was
Well,
actually a legitimate
yeah.
world champion.
Should've
Unlike
put my bid
Dan,
on.
who
Damn.
only has one confirmed win to his name, and it was handed to him out of pity.
And Mr. Satan has proven time and time again that he is stronger than the average athletic man.
He once pulled 4 tour buses, which is nearly 60 tons, and then he punched through one of them. That's a sheet of steel right there. Dan struggles to throw a single guy over his shoulder.
Mr. Satan once broke through a tower of 19 tiles with a single chop, and is the only character in Dragon Ball history to have fought both Cell and Majin Buu and not die.
Think about that.
Dan's key attacks were his ace in the hole, but in true Hibiki fashion, it amounted to nothing but failure. Just like the time he managed to pull off the Raging Demon, only to be stopped by a high school girl's backpack.
The key to Dan's failure came from within.
The winner is Hercule Satan.
Well, shit.
Next time on Death Battle.
We don't. Right now. Ready to sing. But it said before that, that this one, the Hercule one, was next after I watched that one. So what the fuck? Whatever. I'll just find another.
Hey, I'm Chad, I play Boomstick.
Hey, I'm Tori, the 3D animator.
I'm Ben, I play Wiz. And we are super excited that Yang from Ruby is coming to the next Death Battle. Ooh.
Yeah, and this time it's going to be a 3D animated fight by this guy. He's mocapping it as we speak.
He doesn't always dress like this.
Yeah,
It's the mocap suit.
This is what I wear every day.
But who is Yang fighting? You can stick to our social media and we will let you know very soon. Just go find us on Facebook, official SA, or on Twitter @ScrewAttack.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Have it. And yeah. Son of a biscuit. There we go. That was my reaction to that. That was a pretty silly fight. I guess I was putting it lightly. But yeah, that was not much to say besides that. Besides that, yeah. Have a nice day.